Need some help finding some edge in the prop market? Check out the Props AI tool on the LineStar app. It's a one-stop shop for all the information you need to make smarter bets. Download the LineStar app today. Welcome to the NBA Prop Show presented by LineStar, your top 3 NBA player prop bets for today that are available on Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Parlay Play. Alongside my co-host Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. We've got some great prop bets for you, and we are on quite the hot streak. Tyler, you weren't here yesterday. We went 3-0 on our prop picks, so that is 3 days in a row, cashing all 3 of our picks that we give out. So hopefully we can keep it rolling today. And because we went 3-0 yesterday, we get to start off the show with a good old money gun celebration. Let's go. Way to start off the show here. All right, just to recap yesterday's before we dive into tonight's action in NBA, let's recap our entry. We got Jalen Suggs went off for 32 points, cashed the over there. Isaiah Hartenstein just cleared the over on rebounds and assists with 16, and Goga Bitadze over 7.5 rebounds. He finished with 14, so crushed it yesterday. Let's see if we can't do it today, although the matchups I feel like are a little bit tougher today. We've got the Knicks going up against the Hawks, and we've got the Golden State Warriors going up against the Houston Rockets. So 2 games to choose from, not as much, but we're using that Props AI tool in the LineStar app, as always, to help us find the best value. Hey, it's been helping us out tremendously, so check it out for yourself at linestarapp.com. And do us a huge favor before we dive into today's picks. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, because a comment enters you into our prop bets contest, whereby if we go 3-0, one randomly selected commenter wins $50. And speaking of that, we have a contest winner to announce for yesterday. So the winner of the contest is Dave Cothran, who wrote, "Nice win last time. Let's do it again." We sure did. Congratulations, Dave. Make sure to comment on this video and we will get in touch with you to get you your winnings. All right, that's all out of the way. Let's dive into tonight's slate, shall we? Tyler, are you excited for this another tournament night here? One and done kind of situation?
I mean, I just wish the NBA schedule would get back to normal. I don't like this whole week we have 6 games. That's crazy.
Just trying to make it dramatic. I mean, last night's game, that Magic game, was kind of crazy.
Nobody but LeBron cares about an in-season ring or banner.
I feel like there's a lot of players out there. I think, what does the winner get? Like $200,000?
They get $500K. I mean, they want the money, but
that's a pretty good motivating tactic.
It's an in-season banner. Who cares?
Yeah, but I feel like anytime you get these guys, they're all competitive by nature, being professional athletes. I feel like, it could have been a little trophy, and they still would have, they bring out the best in the players, which is, I think, why we were able to cash on our overs yesterday, because people were bringing a little extra juice to this one. So I like that mentality from that standpoint, but I understand where you're coming from a scheduling standpoint. Tyler likes to have the big main slate DFS breakdown. So I hear ya. All right, let's get into it then. We're going to start things off with Houston Rockets point guard Fred VanVleet under 6.5 assists. Now this is 5.5 assists on Underdog, but you do get a higher payout with it. So I don't mind it, because I feel like he could end up at 5 in this contest. LineStar's projection is 3. The consensus is 6.4, but he's only averaging just under 6 assists per game and going up against Golden State Warriors. And actually, Tyler, I like this matchup in terms of the Golden State Warriors actually don't allow a ton of opponent points in the paint. So, and if from a assist standpoint with VanVleet, I feel like he's already been under that in 2 games this season versus the Warriors. So I like the spot here, and there might be some value to the under. What's your take on it?
Yeah, and the Warriors are only averaging 6.2 or allowing 6.2 assists per game. They're 8th versus the point guard. It's a tough assist matchup. Only 4 of the last 10 point guards have been 7+. So I like it. I like the spot, and VanVleet isn't just a assist heavy point guard. I mean, he averages 6 assists per game over the last 20, down to 5 per game over the last 5. And that's playing a huge amount of minutes. Now, he's also coming back from a knee injury that let him out last game. Because how schedule works, him missing 1 game pretty much gave him a week off. So that could be why they gave him that day off. But it's a lingering issue. It is absolutely there, and maybe they're a little less on his minutes as well.
All right, so that's the first one we're rolling with. Next up, let's go to the Knicks and their big man, Karl-Anthony Towns, over 12.5 rebounds. LineStar's projection is 15.5, the consensus at 13.7. Cat's averaging 13.3 per game this season and has been over that 12.5 mark 7 of the last 10 games. Tonight, going up against Atlanta, a team that's 20th in opponent rebounds. They're also 27th in fantasy points to opposing centers, which does include those rebound totals. He had 16 the last time he faced the Atlanta Hawks, and Jokic just had 14 against them. And this is Cat, who is second in the NBA in total rebounds this season. So I like the matchup here. I kind of like anything for Cat tonight because I think this is a good game for him. However, I just chose to focus on those rebounds. I think isolating the rebounds here might be the way to go. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I like the Cat rebounds. I mean, he's just been an absolute beast on the glass. He's averaging, I think it's 15.5 or something over the last 5 games, 15.4 over the last 5, 13.6 over the last 20. He's just hitting the boards hard with this Knicks team at that center spot. Hawks, meanwhile, aren't great at stopping center rebounds. So I like the spot for him.
Another component here that's worth mentioning is Josh Hart's listed as questionable right now, and he's a huge rebounder for the Knicks team, so that's a lot of rebound opportunities up for grabs if he is in fact out. I don't see that happening, but I figured it was worth mentioning. We do have a lot of questionable players on the injury report for today, which is super annoying from a prop perspective, trying to handicap this thing.
Yeah.
Can you just tell me if they're playing or not? Come on.
and that's we should actually go back to that with Fred VanVleet being at 6.5 assists. There's a chance Sengun is out, which obviously affects FEV, but Sengun was there for shoot around this morning, so I'd expect him to play.
Right. Yeah. I like one of the other ones I was considering. You mentioned Şengün was over on his assists because I mentioned the stat about I think the Golden State Warriors' third fewest opponent points in the paint in this one. So I think from a point standpoint with Şengün, it might not be the way to go, but he could kick it out to some of the guards like Jalen Green and knock some down from the perimeter. So not a bad spot to play that angle if you so choose. But again, there is injury questions in both of these games, so that's super fun to deal with from a handicapping perspective. Lastly, let's go to the Atlanta Hawks side of things and DeAndre Hunter over 18 points. Now, this has come down on Underdog to 17.5, so like the spot here, LineStar's projections 18.7, and Hunter's been on fire 25.1 points per game so far this season and has been over that 18 mark for the last 5. This is a guy who can knock down shots from the perimeter, which is something I love, especially against this Knicks team that likes to give up a lot of three-pointers made. He's averaging 3.5 threes per game over the last 4, and the Knicks are 25th in opponent threes. Also, Atlanta plays at a very fast pace. They are 3rd in the NBA in pace. We do need to note here that he is managing a knee injury, but is listed as probable right now. You've also got the added incentive here with this prop of Bogdanović and Jalen Johnson could remain sidelined. They're both listed as questionable in this matchup. If they are in fact limited or out in this matchup, that bodes well here for our player prop bet with the points total for DeAndre Hunter. Any thoughts on Hunter here? This is a guy we've gone to in the past.
Yeah, we have. His line has just came up a lot. Yeah. That's my one reservation here. Is I think we hit it at like 13.5 or 14.5 last week. And, 18 or 17.5 doesn't give us a ton of upside. He's going to come off the bench, but at least off the bench, he's averaging 19.5 per game this season, and he has been better on the road. So those are in his favor tonight.
Yeah, I think they're just going to be putting up a lot of shots, trying in this game to just really push the pace of this game against the Knicks. And the Knicks are 8.5-point favorites in this one, but I could see this one being a close game and the Hawks trying to just get hot on the perimeter, which is, I think, the way they should play it. But those are our top 3. We're going to throw them on an entry on Underdog. By the way, if you have any locks for us, please drop them in the comments. We're all trying to help each other out and beat the books. Saw you guys drop some winners yesterday, so appreciate that. Keep them coming. The locks are below from other commenters. We love the LineStar community chiming in with everybody's favorite plays of the day. It is awesome, so we appreciate that. It also enters you into our prop bets contest, so you can be a winner just like Dave Cothran today. Congrats, Dave. Again, comment comment below. We'll get in touch with you to get you your winnings. 3 straight days of winning entries. Let's see if we can't keep it going here today on this Wednesday. Good luck in all your prop betting endeavors. We'll see you guys tomorrow.